as you mentioned, as you came back and you and me have been discussing cars, and we have jointly actually been working even on my collection.
Yes. So I think the first car was the Isetta. It used to be in Bombay and then it came to Delhi. It was always under wraps. It was always under this dusty old cover. And when I was a kid, I was always in awe of this car because it was so cute and it was very unique.
Right.
And at the same time, it was a BMW, something that I hadn't seen before. Because normally when you see a BMW, you're also used to seeing a 7 Series or an X5 or a 3 Series.
Yeah.
You're not used to seeing something so unique.
Right.
And it's such a unique shape as well.
Yeah.
So this was always something that I was in awe of. And then when I became 13, 14, I decided to start my first restoration project. And I reached out to BMW. We started talking about how we could restore this car together, tell a story about BMW in India. And that's exactly what happened. So BMW decided that they would take it over as a personal project.
Right.
And send it to Germany. So this car was actually sent to Germany and it was restored by the BMW technicians and engineers back home in Germany and then brought back here in its original kind of form.
Wow.
So it's definitely a very, very special car. It was my great-grandfather's car. It then passed on to my grandfather and then to my father and now me.
How did your great-grandfather, do we have any knowledge as to why he chose this car? Because in those days, they were very fond of the big large cars,
yeah.
Rolls Royces, Bentleys, and one would never have expected this.
This car was actually, around the palace was a lot of forest area and with very narrow roads. So this car was actually something he used to go through the forests and check what's happening out there, see if there are any deer he could spot, any wildlife he could spot. So it's a very small car, but at the same time it was powerful enough to go on those small trails within these forests.
Right.
So that's primarily what he used it for, because those big cars were not able to go through.
She looks, immaculate the way
Thank
she
you.
stands. You've obviously put in a lot of research. You've worked with them to get it up to this condition. Does she run as well as she looks?
Absolutely, very smooth, and even from when you start her, she stays on, no stopping, no choking, and yeah, she runs beautifully. She still goes to about 60 kilometers an hour.
Right.
So
wow. Yes, I have sampled that.
yeah,
Very scary. Also considering, I think it doesn't have any seat belts,
yeah,
right? So,
it doesn't.
so but it's
But
quite
that
fun.
makes it more fun.
Yeah. So can you just quickly run us through some of the quirks about this car?
I think the first and foremost, it just opens from the front. So I think that is something that's really interesting.
Right.
Something that you generally don't see in a car is that you open it from the front and then that's how you kind of hop into the car.
Correct.
So at that point, since they want in Germany they wanted to make something that was for the everyday person.
Right.
They wanted something easy that they could access into, even though it was small. So that's basically primarily, how they designed this car. And at the back, they left space for any of your backpacks or luggage. So this was a tray that you could keep your small suitcase, your carry-on, or your backpack, and you could kind of tie it onto this.
Right.
So that's what it was used for. What's unique is normally when this car first launched, it had 3 wheels, and this model particularly has 4 wheels. So it's the 1960 model. That has 4 wheels to make more balance, because they realized they kind of made a mistake with the design.
Okay.
Then they recreated this model, and it was created in World War I.
Right.
So that's when really this car was really used by the masses, because it was a cheap car that they could buy and travel to close by locations.
Right.
With just a backpack at the back.
Right. What sort of again stands out is, yes, it's very small and it only has one door.
It
right?
only has one door. Yeah.
But having said that, the way it's designed, where the door opens, the steering wheel
Comes
also folds out, it's actually not that uncomfortable to get in and out.
It's not.
Right?
It's not.
Yes, once you're in, you're snug, but
Yeah.
with this whole design, you can do it. Plus, what I love is the manual.
Yes.
She's got a manual gear shift.
She has 4 gears plus a
Right.
reverse, so she's decently equipped.
Yeah, wow. So that's pretty good. She's practical. She's also got a soft top.
Yeah,
So,
you can open up the soft top and kind of enjoy the cool breeze while you're driving in the summer.
Right, amazing. Can you tell us a little bit, very briefly, about the size of the engine?
So this is a 300cc engine.
Okay.
And it goes to about 55 kilometers an hour. So that's basically a little spec on the engine. It's a motorbike engine technically.
Right.
So they had to fit something small but powerful enough for 2 people. So that's why at that point they fitted this powerful 300cc engine into the car.
Wow, great. I mean, this is amazing. Love the car.
Thank you very much.
I love the history behind it. And I mean, the condition is just showroom, you know, so very, very special. Harry, thank you very much for having me and my team in Gwalior. I thoroughly enjoyed doing this episode.
Thank you for coming, Master. It's
Thanks a
always
lot.
home.
Thanks a lot for all of this.
All you guys always welcome. We got to do a lot more trips.
Yeah, let's plan another trip because I think we should take them on another adventure.
We'll take them on another journey.
Sounds good. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you on the next ride.